Jinger Duggar can't always remember all 39 Duggar grandkids' names. I have most of them down. Hello friends, I'm Kamala Harris. Please subscribe Duggar Family in 10 channel. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel to get latest update news. Ring the channel bell icon. Thanks. The Duggars keep counting on, but even daughter Jinger Duggar's memory can't always keep up. I struggle to remember all the names of the grandkids. Jinger, 31, jokingly told her sister Joanna, 27, on the Wednesday, March 19, episode of her Jinger and Jeremy podcast. I have most of them down, but there are a couple, and the newer ones, there are more added all the time. She continued, I feel that pressure like, no one else is putting it on me. It's me because when I go back, I'm like, I feel so bad. I didn't get to connect with them. Then it's like, oh, I guess it makes sense. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar raised their 19 children in Arkansas, which is where most still live with their own families. Jinger, meanwhile, is one of the few Duggar children to leave the nest, ultimately settling with husband Jeremy Vullo and their 2 daughters in Los Angeles. We have FaceTime, but I'm not FaceTiming everyone every day, Jinger, who is also pregnant with baby No. 3, explained. I feel like I FaceTimed the older sisters the most. I will stay in contact with them more, and Jane's calls a lot. According to Vullo, 37, they have to be very intentional about keeping in touch with relatives. When you have little ones, when you've got work, you've got kids, you've got church, or you've got friends, you have to be very intentional about, hey, where's going to spend time here and here, Vullo said on Wednesday's episode. Just because you, Joy, live there, there's people here that we live 5 minutes from that we're not going to see and hang out with unless we're like, hey, let's get it on the calendar. Vullo further noted that everybody's doing their own stuff whenever he and Jinger do make it back to visit Arkansas. It is cool to see and they love hanging out together, but then they do have their communities, he said. Not everybody goes to the same church and they have their different church communities. And so, when people do come together for a wedding or a meal, it's really fun to catch up and hear what's going on. Joanna feels similarly, noting on Wednesday that she doesn't see the extended family as much as she used to. It is harder to stay connected to everybody, but I feel like we all have a good expectation for everybody, she explained. We don't feel pressure, like, we have to do this together, or I haven't talked to this person this week. I have my own family to take care of, and so it's hard to balance how much do I reach out and how much do I not. I want to spend time with all of the siblings. Joanna and husband Austin Forsyth are parents of 3. Jessa Duggar offers life update, confirms Duggar family night. Jessa Duggar seemingly disappeared from the spotlight last year. The Duggar daughter, who used to film events and share footage with her followers, took a step back to be more present in this season of life. She recently confirmed she was expecting her 6th child, announcing that she reached the halfway point in her pregnancy. That came with a video update that dropped a few days after the big news. The counting on Star updated followers on what the Sewell family has been up to over the last several months and touched on what she's doing differently this pregnancy. Jessa is living life with a few changes since she last was active on social media. Jessa Duggar confirms Family Mondays. One of the things that has been consistent for Jessa Duggar and her family has been spending Monday nights with her family. She confirmed that her siblings and their children hang out, intentionally building relationships among the cousins. It's one of the things her kids look forward to each week. While she didn't talk about who attends the Monday gatherings, we suspect everyone local and home shows up. Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard are likely the only ones who aren't a part of the family time. Jessa Duggar offers a life update. In her life update video, Jessa Duggar talked about things she's doing differently with this pregnancy. After being cleared by her doctor, she continues working out while pregnant. This is the first time she'll work out throughout the pregnancy. She has been in a good routine with keeping in shape and wants to continue the momentum through the second half of her pregnancy. Her children are thriving. Jessa mentioned swim and piano lessons, and her two oldest, Spurgeon and Henry, are part of a trail life troop, the Christian version of Boy Scouts. Jessa and Ben Seawald are in a busy season of life and are learning to adjust. She admitted that she enjoyed it when she only had to leave her house once a week, and they now do something nearly every day. Adding another little one into their already busy routine will be an adjustment, especially because Jessa's youngest will be roughly 18 months old when the new baby arrives. The baby's name and gender will be revealed after the birth, likely in a birth video they will share with followers. Seawald Party of 8 is coming soon. Shiny Happy People. Duggar Family Secrets is currently streaming on Prime Video. Jinger Duggar makes a shocking confession about how often she visits her siblings. Jinger Duggar grew up with her 18 siblings on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On. Today, however, the relationships aren't as close as they once were. On the March 19 episode of Jinger's sister Jinger Duggar, Volo's podcast with her husband, Jeremy Volo, the trio talked about staying connected to their siblings, many of whom are married with families of their own or have moved away from Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar's Arkansas home base. It's hard, Jinger admitted. I live probably 35-ish minutes from everybody that lives in Arkansas. It's definitely hard to keep up with all the siblings because if we had one sibling over a week, it would take 19 weeks to get through everybody. That's a lot of time that goes by. Unsurprisingly, Joy said that she naturally has closer relationships with some of her brothers and sisters than she does with others. I think we naturally connect with some more than others, she continued. Whether it's we go to church together, we'll see them or whatever, and then some of us I'm just really close to a couple of the sister-in-laws, so we see each other quite a bit and working out together. It is harder to stay connected to everybody, but I feel like we all have a good expectation for everybody, Jinger told Jinger and Jeremy. We don't feel pressure, like, we have to do this together, or I haven't talked to this person this week. Jinger and her husband, Austin Forsyth, are pretty busy with their 3 young children, Gideon, 7, Evelyn, 5, and Gunnar, 22 months. Every 6 months or so, Joy said she and Austin host one of her siblings at their home. I have my own family to take care of, and so it's hard to balance how much do I reach out, how much do I not, she confessed, and I want to spend time with all of the siblings. Jinger and Jinger Duggar reflect on Sister Jana's small 500-person wedding. She kept it more intimate, and so it felt like you were able to get around, talk to people, Jinger said of Jana's wedding. On a special episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, entitled Sister T and A with Joy, the siblings recalled fond memories of Jana's wedding to Stephen Wisman in August 2024. Though there were hundreds of guests in attendance, the 19 Kids and Counting alums considered the celebration to be a small and intimate affair. The wedding hosted 500 guests, which Jinger, 27, said would be a massive family gathering for most, but it was small in our minds, she explained. How many was it? 500? Jinger, 30, asked. Yeah, but it was small for Duggar weddings, and then she also married into a large family. Wisman, 31, is one of 13 siblings, and Jana, 35, is one of 19. In addition to partners and children, there were extended family and friends also in attendance. But surrounded by loved ones, it still felt like a deeply personal event, Jinger said. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what POPLE has to offer, from juicy celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. She kept it more intimate, and so it felt like you were able to get around, talk to people, Jinger said. Our closest friends were there, who we grew up with, and it was such a sweet time. She added, "Whenever you have those moments where everybody's back together, it's super special. And then you have your old friends, the crew, all these people. There was something really sweet about Jenna and Steven's wedding that I loved." Duggar news. Katie Duggar reveals baby plans. Is she planning for baby number 5 already? Katie Duggar isn't slowing down anytime soon, and she has already dropped hints about her baby plans to her Duggar News followers. Even after welcoming 4 little ones in just 3 years, the celeb is thinking of having more kids, and she is now talking about her future plans as well. It appears that Katie and Jedediah are ready to expand their already growing family, and they are perhaps planning to have their 5th child now. Is this true? Is another baby announcement just around the corner? What is this all about? Keep on reading to learn some shocking details about Katie and Jedediah's future plans. Duggar news. Fans criticize Katie Duggar for parenting blunder. Katie and Jedediah's baby announcements have surprised Duggar News followers in the past few years. However, some of their questionable parenting decisions have also been making waves, and critics have called them out for them. Fans might remember the time when Katie decided to drive the car without a seatbelt while she was pregnant with her twins. Another instance was when Katie was caught reading For the Love of Discipline, when the gospel meets tantrums and timeouts. Apparently, it's a book that talks about timeouts and spanking. Critics noted that Katie shouldn't be even thinking about disciplining her toddlers with such harsh tactics. Duggar news. Is Katie Duggar planning to have her 5th child? Duggar News followers are watching Katie Duggar carry on the legacy of having many kids. She already has 4 kids who are all under 3 years of age. Hence, the celeb is currently dealing with 4 toddlers and embracing her motherhood experiences these days. Though it isn't really an easy task, it is evident that Katie is enjoying it a lot these days. Amid all this, Katie recently did a Q&A session on Instagram, and viewers were quick to ask her about her future baby plans. A user wondered if the celeb and Jedediah have finally decided to stop having kids and focus on raising their children. However, it appears that Katie believes 4 isn't the exact number that she had in mind. She replied, "Neither of us feel done quite yet." Katie noted that she'll see about it in the future. This made it clear that she hadn't put a full stop, and there was a fair chance that she was considering having her 5th child. Several viewers admitted in the comment section that they weren't really surprised by this revelation. However, critics believe that Katie and Jedediah should at least take a few years off before trying for their 5th one. They already have 4 toddlers, and thinking of another pregnancy at this time wouldn't be a great decision. Moreover, the couple would further have to manage their expenses and work things out. So it would be interesting to see when Katie would plan to have another child with her husband. What do you think about this? Do let us know in the comments. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more.